Deserve it, man.
Definitely, man.
They deserve it. And that's how it happens, you know what I'm saying? They put all the dirt in there and they found a reason to say, you know what, this place is filthy, it's contaminated, we gotta get rid of this, we gotta get the people out of there. The people are doing just fine and they're not creating a filth. What's good, y'all? It's the Demouchet REACT, and we're back with another video. Who we got today, C?
Today we're back with another American reaction.
Yes.
Super excited about this video, guys. If you're new to us and we're
new to you,
make sure you scroll down, hit that subscribe button, and turn on the post notification bell because we're on the road to 100K. And we cannot get there without you guys, all right? Join the family. Without further ado, let's get into the video.
How many times have you been to Makoko?
Once they drive to that Tomadan bridge, they see Makoko as an eyesore.
What would you do to improve Makoko?
To Makoko.
Lagos, Africa's most populated city, is also home to the world's largest floating village.
Look at that. The smoke is just billowing out of here. What? That's just like a big piece of plastic playground equipment. Oh, man, we are in the middle of a traffic jam right now.
We're causing an accident.
Oh, shit.
Thousands of residents living in homes above the water, resting on stilts.
Ever since I was born, I've been living on water. We have thousands of our men that they don't go to the land side because whatever they need here is on the water.
Here you'll find one of the most unique cultures anywhere.
Whoa, this is like a floating grocery store right here.
From the food
I feel like I snorted a jalapeno.
to the local economy.
We have a group of people that base in fishing.
But each day, their way of life is being threatened.
As big as the communities, there's nothing I can point out and say this is what the government have done. The only time the government needs us is time for election, time to vote.
Welcome to the water city of Makoko.
So I was going to press it. Sierra's going to
Yes,
she was going to stop it.
You know, we always go into each video, regardless of the country, with respect.
Yeah,
and
definitely.
Trying to gain understanding. I can't wrap my mind, like, has it always been like this? Like, what happened? Like, I know that there's like some cities that has water in the middle of the cities, but not a completely city that's
Immersed in just strictly
water. Yeah. Like, I'm trying to wrap my mind around it.
I mean, we've always seen, you know, situations where it looked like it wasn't at their best for them. Right? But then when you look at the people, it's like you see happiness. You know what I'm saying? You see joy. You see the kids swimming, coming out the water. They're telling you that their food is not on land. It's right underneath them and they're getting it just fine.
Right.
They're
I bet
threatened.
they're the best fishery.
Facts. And they're being threatened by the government with the filth that's, you know, again, it's anywhere. Anywhere there's trash in the water, it can be, it's a problem. So I think it's unique and beautiful.
Yeah, I mean, their resilience is. I just want to know, like, how did it get like this? Is it like the Burna Boy documentary?
Yeah. I was
That
thinking
we
about
watched,
that.
like, it just started and it just kept progressing like this. Just fill us in that way.
Yeah, drop that in the comments.
Skimming through a labyrinth of waterways on a small wooden boat, leaving the land behind, entering Nigeria's city on the water.
Hello.
Folks here get their sea legs from a young age. There's no other option. Kids, adults, they maneuver from boat to boat with ease and precision. But some of us still need time to adjust.
Please do not flip this.
Here, amidst the winding waterways and chaotic clattering of boats,
Oh, what's this?
there's a system that makes sense.
Did you hear that?
Yeah.
What is that?
A way of life that only locals know.
That is a church.
It all starts on the boats. Boatmen picking up their first passengers of the day. Fishermen preparing their nets and heading out to sea. Kids coming back from church. They have those here too. And hawkers.
Whoa.
Self-contained floating food markets offering goods on the go.
This is like a mobile grocery store. Here she's got a little bit of everything. We got rice, flour, chilies, some instant food, noodles, onions, tomatoes, like everything here, all on one boat.
It's like on land we have a lot of hawkers. So this is probably like hawking because she's moving around the houses.
Oh, so she's presenting her offerings to each home.
Yeah.
Like a floating market, providing essential ingredients and snacks from morning till afternoon. On a good day, some can make up to 3,000 Naira, around $7 US.
Hello. We found another snack boat, and she has more ready-to-eat foods.
Yeah.
So tons
Yeah.
of beer, water, soda. What's this one? Did you make these?
They call it kokata.
Can I have 2 kokata? 2, please? Oh, these look awesome. It looks like sugar keeping a bunch of nuts together. That looks delicious. Thank you. Ooh, and we're back on the road.
They look like they have honey in it.
Yeah, let's try this out.
Cheers! No!
Yo, that's outstanding. Just like sweet, syrupy sugar holding together all these roasted nuts. I love it.
It looks sweet. Sweet and salty.
I feel like we're in Venice. You know Venice? In Italy, they have the canals and they push people through the canal.
Oh.
It's very romantic.
Oh!
You don't know what I'm talking about, do you? Oh boy. How many times have you been to Makoko?
I can't count.
You can't count. Many times.
At first I used to come to just paint the building and then I came to do my beauty with purpose and now I'm coming again. I can't count.
How do you feel when you come here?
At first, when I came here, I'm not gonna lie, I was heartbroken because I didn't even think something like this would exist. There's so much energy here, we can't really listen. I believe that Nigeria's greatest resource is in the people, and there's so much resource here that we are wasting it. So I want to kind of work with it to make it a little bit better. And I don't think it needs to be brought down. I think it needs to be made better.
Made better,
Yeah,
improved.
improved.
You have a system.
Some say it's the world's largest floating city, the Venice of Africa. Makoko was not planned, but born of human necessity. This place started as a fishing village, settled in the 19th century.
Wow, what is he making? That looks awesome. Hello, look at this. Oh, wow.
Now, it's home to more than 200,000 people. Most of the structures here rest on stilts above the Lagos Lagoon. It's a spectacle that can't be missed as you cross the nearby mainland bridge.
I've been here for just a couple hours today so far. No doubt there is struggle here. But as I look around, as I look in people's eyes, as I see the kids here, like, they're smiling. Like, look
Right, and I was saying the same thing earlier. It's like you see the struggle, you see the situation right in front of you, but the happiness and the joyness around them is just making everything look norm and making them look like they're maintaining it. You know what I'm saying? They got a system.
Yes.
You can't beat that.
Resilient people.
Bro, you can't beat that. All it
Resilient
does is
people.
need some improvement. Like,
Yeah.
that's it.
I would love to like hear the local people. Hopefully he get, those type of conversations.
Yeah.
I would love that.
this kid. What is he on? That's just like a big piece of plastic playground equipment. That's a boat. Like here, people are just finding a way to make it work.
As far as I can see, life in Makoko is tough. But that sentiment isn't reflected on the faces of its inhabitants.
Come on, man.
To get a better understanding of how this place works, we've been given the opportunity to meet the man of Makoko Village.
First of all, before we get into the interview, this is probably the most terrifying place I've ever done an interview.
Really?
Yeah, well, I'm at the edge of here. There might be some structural issues in this general area, but I think I'll be okay.
I won't push you.
Taiwo, thank you for joining us.
Yeah, thanks for coming.
Have you grown up here?
Yes, I was born here on water.
Taiwo's father was named Chief after Taiwo's grandfather passed away at the age of 115. Soon, he himself will be expected to take on this responsibility.
How deep is the water here?
It's 5 feet.
I'll be okay.
Yeah, so if you fall in, you're going to be this far over. If you fall in, just stand up. Are people using this water for anything?
You know, this water here, we don't use it for anything. We have a borehole where we get our drinking water from. The only time we use the water is when it's raining season. The kids jump into the water to learn how to swim.
That's pretty important here, I think, huh? Do you know how to swim?
Yes, I do.
Nice. Since you were born, you've been here in this village growing up. How has this place changed since you were a kid?
We have a bar where we catch fun on every Sunday. We go there to dance.
Okay.
If you want to barb your hair, we have a barbing salon, a hairstylist. But the changes I can ever see so far is the kids going to school. Because before, we don't go to school. Living on water is part of our culture. Everybody based on fishing. When your dad is going out for fishing, you go with your dad, you learn how to fish.
Just a moment to take all that in. Like, look at this situation. Look at how they capitalize, and you can't beat that. Ain't no reason people can say that they going through something just so horrific. Like,
they making the best of it. Like,
bro,
if they were to move abroad, they would be like experts in fishing. Because that's their life.
Facts.
Like, I'm thinking, you know, like our industries in Louisiana, like we have so many different industries just based off of where we live. We're at the bottom of the map.
Right.
You know, and fishing is a big industry for us.
It is, yeah.
It's like, I'm just thinking, and I'm like, y'all teaching them young. That's the best way.
That's the best way. Opportunity is right there at your doorstep at that point.
Yeah, because all I know how to do is crab.
Girl.
Pick up the crab. That's
Put
all
in
I
the
got to do.
bucket. Crab in the bucket.
It's a primary means of livelihood for the Makoko community. This single industry drives the economy here, so it's an essential generational skill for nearly everyone. The women work the market, the men work the boats, cruising into the ocean, dropping their nets, and bringing back something to sell.
Have you done shooting like this before?
Not really.
Not really. What's harder, fishing or shooting?
Yeah, fishing.
Fishing's harder? Yeah, okay. Well, that seems obvious. How old were you the first time you came out here and learned how to fish?
When I was 8 or 5 years, I started going with my dad to learn how to fish. Yeah, when I got to the age of 12 years, sometime I go with my friends. When I got married, my father had to tell me to go on my own, so that whatever money I make, it has to be me and my wife.
Ah, okay. In a good day, how much fish is a fisherman bringing in?
When it's raining season, we make much money. But right now, if you go in this time, you make like 10,000, 7,000, sometimes 5,000.
Like 20 bucks a day?
Yeah, because we have a lot of people into fishing now, lots of them. In this process, I can say the women make much money than the men. So we just have to come back with the fish. So we give the fish to them, so they take it to the market. If the price change, they know that's in the market. We don't know about it. So when we come back, we scale the basket for them 2,000. So they pay us our money 2,000. So they can go outside and sell it 10,000, 5,000. That's not a problem.
So the men work the boats and the women work the markets?
Yes, the market.
Yeah, man, definitely unity. You could tell they grew up around each other. They growing up to know each other. So it's like the love, the help, everything is there. The communication is there.
Right, they have a system.
Man, let's go. That's how it's supposed to be though.
This is like the next step of the fishing process. After you net the fish, you come here to a smokehouse. When I was on the second floor looking across Makoko, there's smoke coming up everywhere. Are these smokehouses everywhere?
Yeah, you know, like I said, as Makoko is a fishing village. You know, all the smoke you see coming out, these are the smoke of fish. Every house have a house where they smoke a fish.
Okay.
If you build a house, you must build a place where you smoke your fish.
Have you had this kind of fish?
Yeah, you know what's crazy? Every time my mom buys this all the time. I think every single family on land buys this. And I'm just now realizing, wow, this is actually where it comes from.
Right, this is the origin. Yeah, how are you doing? You seem a little sad, like you're tearing up.
I have very sensitive eyes.
Oh, the smoke. Oh, I thought you were getting emotional about smoked fish.
I am actually good.
What kind of fish is this?
This one, we call it banla.
Bala.
The fish are placed over coals, where they'll smoke and dry out for over 12 hours. From here, these fish are distributed throughout the city and surrounding area. except for sometimes when they're eaten here first.
Preparation for dinner is underway right now. We're cooking up food. I should say she's cooking up food for about 10, 15 people.
This is Lydia, Taiwo's wife and also today's chef. I'm lucky enough to be invited to join a meal with 3 very local, very common dishes in this area.
On the side here, this is the smoked fish we saw earlier, and I think I'm going to try it out. Can I eat this? I can eat it? Thank you. Look at that. It's like a fish eating its own tail. All right, I'm going to break it. I pull its foot out of its mouth. The flesh comes off the bone pretty easy. It's not super dry. It's not like a jerky. It's just still soft inside. Did you want some? Oh, you do? Awesome. Cheers. It's soft. It's not a super strong taste. A bit smoky, which is to be expected. It almost like mock crab legs. You guys know that. Oh, you guys ate real crab legs? I didn't know anything about that growing up. It's a little sweet, a little smoky. That's good. And plentiful. I mean, this is getting eaten all the time in this village. How do you say yummy? Odu. Odu. It's sweet. Yeah. I thought it was yummy, but it's sweet too.
Cooking is underway. The 3 dishes use panla fish as their main protein. What makes each dish stand out is the sauce. First up, onu chonu, white onion, salsa, a mixture of tomatoes, red chilies, and red onions. Salt to taste, then add the fish. Next up, owe flu flu.
This reminds me of
That's
a
what I'm
dish
talking
that
about.
we have in Louisiana.
That's what I'm talking about right
Haven't
now.
eaten it in a long time, but it was good. So that's what this reminds me of. And
This-
again, guys, every time we see them cook, we're like, y'all, like, it's just
That's some
a
good
couple
eating.
things, a couple differences. And it's like we literally cook the same.
Yeah, that's some good eating right there, y'all. That's what I would say. That's some good eating.
Palm oil is added to a hot pot. More onions, more salsa, then crayfish seasoning, salt, and finally a generous portion of dried fish. Finally, kali dodo, a thick stew with the same familiar ingredients.
Look at that.
But this time, she adds even more onion, water, dried fish, and cassava flakes, mixed and boiled until it becomes thick.
Hey, you know what? We had a period where we ate in Lake Charles like fish back to back to back to back, y'all. Like
We love
we was just
seafood.
going off on some seafood. I don't know what it was. Like
We bought a new deep fryer. That's what it was. That is what it was.
okay, yeah, and it was just going off here like
Yeah,
seafood.
we love seafood.
How many people are living here?
We have more than 200,000 people, but the children are more than the adults.
Oh, there's more children than adults.
Yeah.
Babies.
In this Makoko, we don't have support from the government. The only time they need us time for election, time to vote.
Right.
He made a lot of promises. When he got to the power, nothing has been done.
Hygiene, pollution,
But you know, that is very smart to have, excuse me, more babies than adults. Who is going to be there after the adults? Let's say they didn't have more babies than adults. You know what I'm saying? It's like it would kind of knock off the next generation's, expectancy to do things that the adults have already done. So having more kids is going to help, keep everything moving.
Well, the children are going to end up taking care of it.
Facts.
It's not going to always be this way.
Yeah, I mean, somebody's going to have to. There's going to be change.
poverty. This is just the beginning of the problems here at Makoko.
What all the government need from all is to take us away from here, because they said Makoko is the center of Lagos, and most of the rich people want to stay here. That if any visitor come to Nigeria, you must surely want to visit Lagos. So once they drive to that Tomolan bridge, they see Makoko as an eyesore. That's why the government is fighting to take the community away from us.
But imagine having a location like this invested in. And they really like shed light on it. Like, man, they made this stuff look good. Oh man, it's gonna change. It's gonna rock a lot of stuff.
I
Man, it's gonna be
mean,
nice.
invest in it, build better homes, but don't take it away from them. That's an industry that they have. You know,
They build that with their own hands, y'all.
clean it up, like
That would be like people be looking out the window like
The government and this village are at an ongoing
You know what I'm
standoff.
saying?
A lack of understanding between the two sides has long led to tense conflicts, uncertainty, and further suffering. There's no doubt this is a special place, uniquely full of energy. It has its own color and culture, built by a resourceful, perseverant community. These tough conditions have produced tough people. But still, all people need opportunity to thrive.
Let us spoon go down. Yeah. Okay, yes.
Yeah, take it from the bottom. It smells fantastic.
Say Eshema.
Eshema.
That means thank you.
Oh, thank you, Eshema. Yo, hold on. There's some food under the table. What is it?
But we call it kana.
Kana. Oh, it's like maize.
Yeah.
Oh, so this is gonna be like my fork, my spoon, my knife is right here.
Yeah.
Right? So I can just grab a piece like that, scoop up some fish, scoop up some oil. Whoa! Oh man, that is spicy though. That's delicious, but that is spicy.
Oh, I like spicy.
I like spicy too, but man, I feel like I snorted a jalapeno. You like this one?
The fish is so good.
It's so intense, but it's got like smoky, meaty fish and then a ton of spice to it. Is that your second bag? Ah, that's the shit right there. Okay. Do you know everyone in this village?
Everybody.
So every time you're going down the street here on your boat, it's all people you know. Friends, family.
You see, when I'm going, people start calling me Taiwo.
How often do you have everybody like this?
That's when we have a party.
Oh, it's a party now. I'm here. I like people here are powerful. But that's just a Sunday afternoon for you.
Yeah.
No big deal. I didn't try this one because this one is also also fish, also tomato, but then they've got some cassava flakes to thicken it up. Bro, that's delicious. This is no joke. I thought I loved this one, but I love this one more.
Really?
I'm cheating on this one with this one. So I was talking to her earlier, and I said just being here for a short time, it's maybe half a day now. I'm so impressed because obviously there's struggle here, but you wouldn't know it from the way everyone's acting. You know, everyone's upbeat, loud, happy, smiling, dancing, singing. It's just very impressive to me. What do you think is the future for Makoko?
Yeah, I think the future for Makoko now is, let me say, education. That will be the best. I think once they start going to school, they start learning other trades from outside. They start learning other work to do. Some of them can get work outside and live fishing.
Mm-hmm. But do you think kids are getting educated but staying here? Or is the goal to get educated so they can move out and do something else?
Once they get education, or if they are educated, none of them want to stay here. They want to get a better place to live than here.
And that's okay with you?
It's okay.
That's heartwarming. Like, the children are the future, but although the children may want to leave, I don't think the children are just gonna like shut their eyes to their home.
They're gonna come back,
and they're going to build it up the way it should be.
That's how it's supposed to be. Get them right in the mental. Let them go out there and bring it back. You know what I'm saying? Their family is there. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's what most of them do when they do come like abroad. They always go back home.
Yeah, they always think about their family.
Yes, for real.
The people watching this video, is there anything they can do to help?
I think the first thing is they should support the community with a boat that we can use in cleaning up the community. We need to get people working, just like before we do it every month. But there are big canals outside. When it's raining, they open them, so they flush into our community. So we've written a letter to them, they should stop doing that. That's why the whole community is dirty.
The oily, murky water and trash didn't come from these residents. It's the result of city water drainage pouring directly into this neighborhood.
Barack Obama, the president, they said the money was sent to Makoko to develop the whole community. We said we didn't see it. So when they got to the council, they said they don't know about the money. So right now, strangers come that want to help the community. What we do is that we tell them to come directly, not to go through the government.
Right.
Because once they go through them, they will tell them to submit the money. Once they give them the money,
it disappears.
Yeah. Nothing will be done.
Goddamn.
Like many issues in Lagos or around the world, the solution seems simple until you dig a little deeper and discover a web of complexity that'll likely leave you feeling helpless. But change starts with hope, and it's fueled by action.
This is probably the coolest, most remote, unusual bar I've ever been to in my life.
I like the vibe in here.
Right, it's a good vibe. So last time you were here, you were actually contributing by doing some art.
And I painted that tiny little squares.
That's a nice contribution.
Yeah.
What kind of deeper look did you get today that you missed when you were here last time?
A lot of things that I didn't fully understand until now. Obviously, I know now where the dirt is coming from. It's not their waste, but it's the waste that's coming in from this.
Right, it's other people's waste.
Yes.
Is there something you personally want to do?
Oh, ever since I've come here, my plan is to clear up the city. I don't want people to come here and tell them to move because it's not as clean. I want people to come here and see Makoko as a part of the good things that our country has. It might take time, but I hope that I have the patience and the consistency to keep going as I have since I found it until now.
I think it's definitely an enormous task, but absolutely it's a place worth putting resources into. Cheers. Cheers. Yeah, thank you. Thank you.
From researching and shooting,
Nah, they deserve it, man.
Definitely, man.
They deserve it. And that's how it happens, you know what I'm saying? They put all the dirt in there and they found a reason to say, you know what, this place is filthy, it's contaminated. We got to get rid of this. We got to get the people out of there. The people are doing just fine and they're not creating a filth. I mean, the place is unique, bro. The people are beautiful. They're happy. So many bright faces. It's nice.
I'm glad he waited until the end of the episode to share that that's not their waste. Because I was, you know, this is my favorite out of all the Nigerian food videos that he has done in this series. This was my favorite. And when he said that, it's like my heart kind of broke because, like, that's not their waste. You know, I thought maybe it was something like, you know, nowhere to really put the trash, but that's not their waste.
Yeah, this one right here, this video can get me like real intimate. Like I can get real serious about this one. This one was good. It was an eye opener for real.
Let us know if there's been any changes, any progress. Like, it's like when I see these videos, I'm like, I want to do something.
I know, right?
But we're only like 2 people. But we have a network of 80,000 supporters. So, yeah. What could we do?
True.
Thinking. But anyway, guys, we hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like this video, subscribe, turn on the post notification bell. We have enabled our super thanks if you would like to support the channel that way, as well as our join feature to become a VIP member of the channel. Sending your reaction request through our description box below. We'll see you soon.
Peace.